moving into the featured bouts, we got light heavyweight action. It sees Volkan Oezdemir taking on Dominick Reyes. Reyes, kind of a rising star in this division. This division also talked about as being really devoid of stars under John Jones, but Reyes, one of the shining spots, and he's a minus 260 favorite as he takes on the veteran Oezdemir. Oezdemir plus 220 underdog. Oezdemir, I believe, had a title shot at Cormier and is trying to work his way back, but I don't know that anybody wants to see him in the title picture anymore. How do you see this one?
Well, when you got Oezdemir's coming in ranked number 6 in the division, only 29 years old. He's got a 3-2 UFC record. And he's lost his last 2 fights. This is a guy who they did kind of push really fast and a little too fast. He came in on short notice and fought OSP for his debut and won a decision over him. Looked really impressive with it. Then in his second fight, he fought Misha Serkinov and dropped him in like 20 seconds. First punch, landed behind the ear, dropped Serkinov, knocked him out. And then he fought Jimmy Manawa and knocked him out in like 35, 40 seconds. So he had a lot of hype behind him, and this division's been pretty thin for quite a while. So he ended up getting pushed in there with Cormier while Jones was out suspended when they had Cormier as the champion, and got ran over by Cormier. Got finished the second round, and then they had him back against Anthony Smith. And he fought very similar against Anthony Smith that we've seen him before. A lot of power, very aggressive from the start. He was very aggressive against Daniel Cormier. But he seemed to fade pretty bad against Anthony Smith, and Anthony Smith ended up pulling off a third-round submission. And when you've got this division right now, you got Dominick Reyes coming in at number 8 ranked right now, 29 years old, 10-0 overall in MMA, 4-0 in the UFC. And with Anthony Smith just getting the title fight, Daniel Cormier's moved up to heavyweight, Gustafson's lost 2 fights to the champion, Anthony Smith just got beat. And you've got guys like Tyler Santos, former middleweight, moved up, and he's looking like he's the number 1 contender. This division's looking for young, new talent, and a lot of people are excited about Johnny Walker. And the other guy that is worth being excited for, maybe even more proven at this point as a potential title challenger for John Jones, is Dominick Reyes, who he's gotten some first-round knockouts and finishes on his record too. 3 first-round finishes, and then he also got a decision win in his last fight against OSP that he looked very good in. And what I've seen from Reyes is he's very fluid, very tall, fights very long. He's smart. He doesn't rush the finish. He slips in and out really well. He doesn't seem to make mistakes. I think this is going to be a showcase fight for him. As long as he doesn't get cracked by Oezdemir, who does have really good power, I think this is going to be a good fight for him, and I think this is going to propel Reyes into the top 5 of this division in a very thin division. So we could see Reyes maybe 1 fight away after this for a potential title fight.